What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. This video we're going to be talking about a Supra Radiator in a GS300. This is not a rare mod. I mean, I think people have been doing this already. I don't know, I've never really seen any videos of people actually doing it and showing what they've done. I think just people just do like regular, some type of like, you know, aftermarket brackets or whatever like that, and you know, just to hold a Supra Radiator. But for me, I like to think a little bit different. Right, so let me explain a little something. This lower tie bar is from a 99 SE300, and then we have the Supra Radiator from Powerhouse Racing. Just so you guys can see, I got it done like matte black, and I got like the AN fittings top and bottom for it. So anyway, this is my thinking process here, or this is what I'm trying to do. So you see how the SE300, I bought this OEM, by the way. You see how you got those brackets right there? What I want to do is, since the SE300 and the Supra are pretty similar as far as like the radiator support and the structure, I wanted to take these brackets off the lower tie bar and weld it to my lower tie bar so that it could fit into those lower insulators on the Supra. So that is my idea, because I'm trying to do it like a factory look. But you see, this is the situation that everyone runs into with the GS300s. You can see that the insulators for that lower tie bar on the GS300 are closer with each other, rather than the one on the Supras, they're more spread apart. So what I'm gonna try to do is, I'm gonna try to mock up the Supra Radiator here, kind of hold it into place, probably secure it with something, and then I'm gonna try to see where I can locate those lower brackets so I know where I can put the radiator at, mock it up, clean it up, weld up the brackets there, and then I'll be able to have now, or cut these down here. I'm not sure if I want to cut them yet. And then the top portion here, everyone knows that the Supra Radiator with the GS300 upper tie bar, the upper brackets kind of like sit cockeyed, so it doesn't sit flush forward. And I purchased the upper mounts from Powerhouse, so I want to make them straight. So my idea on that would be to grind this down, make a new hole to wherever the location of the bracket's going to be, place it there. So that's what I'm looking to do. And also, before I get the engine bay painted, I wanted to get this done so that everything kind of looks smooth with itself. Everything's going to be one color, but yeah, so that's the idea. Well, let's see if we can make it work. All right, so as you can see, I mocked up the radiator there. I marked down kind of like where the center is within the rails. And I also went ahead and on the bottom lower tie bar, I kind of marked it where the insulator is, so I know kind of where the center of the radiator is going to be. So that's how pretty much it's going to look like there. The only thing that now I'm going to be working on is the lower tie bar, to try to go ahead and cut those brackets off. So once I cut those brackets, then I can kind of play exactly where the brackets are going to be. You see that? And then I'll be able to weld them on, and hopefully it should be good, and then I'll worry about the top after. Can't wait to see this car complete one day. But loving how, you know, I'm trying to have everything with Powerhouse, and the whole motor is going to be all black, so I'm pretty excited for that. All right, let's keep working. So the lower tie bar, you can now see that right side, I already went and cut it up. And what I did was I cut off the bracket. The bracket's reinforced. It has like 3 layers. So as you can see, there was one of them for the lower part of the tie bar, and then that was the middle, the reinforcement, and this is the outer skin now. Now I've been doing is I've been cleaning this up, and check this out. I've been mocking it up on that lower section, and you can see now it sits right on top. And so you guys have an idea, that's where the new bracket will be for the radiator. Now, obviously, I still need to clean it up, and I'm thinking of actually removing this lip here and just leaving the top edge and welding it right here and welding it everywhere else. But I'm thinking about just removing this part because I don't really need that. So I'm just trying to make sure I'll be okay with that before I cut it. So I'm just gonna work on the other side, cut that one so I have the brackets, and then tape this down, put the radiator, make sure it fits, and then I can weld them up. All right, so I just finished up the mock-up. As you can see, I have the radiator right there. I'm holding with the tape, but I'm mocking up the brackets right there, making sure they are where it's supposed to be. You can kind of see with the insulator. I'm gonna show the backside right now. And there it is. You can see the insulator and the new bracket. Show this side. Same thing. The insulator there inside the bracket. So that's gonna be the new brackets now. Just making sure that it's in the correct space, that it'll fit right in there. Just gotta clean it up, weld it, and it's ready to go. The only thing I'm concerned about is, well, I still gotta mock up this here as far as the upper part, but at least it creates a space. There's a space between the radiator and the upper tie bar, which is good. So that's gonna have a little space there, so it's not hitting the upper tie bar. And then the only thing was, my concern was the height. So since I don't have the hood on right now, I can't really kind of close it down, and I don't have a lock on here that I can see if it closes correctly. The only concern to me is the height here. So if it's gonna hit the hood, underneath the hood, which I don't believe, because the first time I tried it without putting the brackets, it fit fine. I just didn't have the latch either to lock it up to see if it works. The only alternative that I would think about is I would just try to see if I can like kind of bend the brackets down a little bit so that it brings that down, or worst comes to worst, take the insulators out and cut the insulators a little bit thinner so then it drops down the radiator that much, whatever clearance it needs. So, but I can fine tune those things at the end. Now it's all about just cleaning these brackets up and welding it, and then I should be done. Other than that, obviously I got to start on these, which I'm hoping this should be an easy fix. But my only concern really was the bracket on the bottom. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that situated and weld it up. All right, guys, so I finished welding. Welded the bottom pieces, grinding down the weld a little bit to kind of make it look smooth with the upper tie bar, the lower tie bar as much as I can. And I also did the top. I went ahead and grinded the studs that were here sticking out, which were the original ones that went for the upper mounting point for the radiator. So I welded them and grinded them down. I didn't see that I needed to remove the old ones because the radiator still kind of has maybe like a 1/4 inch of a gap, and it doesn't touch that, so it's not affecting me. So I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Just leave it the way it is. No one's really gonna see that, and it's gonna be behind, on the bottom part of the radiator anyways. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it alone. But for the most part, like I said, the brackets are done. Let me go ahead and mount it up so we can see it again, and then I'll be working on the top piece. All right, so I got the radiator installed, just so we can see it. Obviously, I don't have the top piece, that's why I'm holding it with the tape. But now you can kind of see pretty much the radiator is good. Got it on the mounting points there, and the one all the way at the end. Like I said, it doesn't touch the original one, so I'm just leaving it alone for now. No one's really gonna see underneath there, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. But yeah, for the most part, the bottom brackets are done, which was the most important part. I'll show you this side. we go. And now, like I said, I'm gonna be putting the Powerhouse Racing upper pieces, and let me show you that. This is for the Supra, so it holds it like this. And what I wanted to do is, since I removed the stud because it was in my way, what I wanted to do is now try to keep this straight. What I was thinking is, so I can go ahead and hold it like this and have like a little filler piece that the screw can go all the way down, and then fasten it with the nut underneath the radiator support. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. But yeah, that's what I'm working with right now. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get this done anytime soon, but at least I know like if this can be worked on at the end. It's not like something necessary that I need to do it right now. I kind of wanted just to do the lower brackets, just because I wanted to make sure I get the whole radiator support painted with the rest of the engine bay. All right guys, so I just finished doing the upper brackets for the radiator. The upper brackets using the Supra Powerhouse Racing brackets here. So now I'm good to go. And basically what I did was I went ahead, like I told you guys, I grinded down the stud that was here for the original. And then I bought these little spacers from Amazon, and thankfully like it fit right through the hole here. So basically I drilled a hole from the bottom of this upper tie bar or rad support, and then I put the spacer inside there. And what I did is now I can kind of remove this bracket whenever I want to and leave the stud there, and therefore it'll hold the radiator in place. So that was the idea, how I came up with. I mean, I'm not 100% satisfied, to be honest with you, how it is, just because I wish the bracket wasn't like this. I mean, granted, it's not meant for the GS, it's meant for a Supra. So hopefully one day, maybe if Powerhouse comes out with some brackets or something like that that I can use, then I'll be able to go ahead and maybe use that. But for now, this is what I'm gonna be using. And the only other issue that I would have to run into is just to confirm on the hood, to make sure that the hood closes with the brackets like that. I can move it a little bit down to kind of give it a tilt, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll confirm once I get the bay painted, if the hood closes out properly and it doesn't hit anything. I'm hoping it doesn't, and then that this works, and and we're good to go. So that's it for this video, guys. Just wanted to show you this is a way, if you guys want to do, if you have a GS300 and you guys want to convert it, a Supra radiator into the GS300. Remember that this is for like a manual transmission. It doesn't have the automatic transmission cooler on the bottom. So that's the purpose of why I did this. If it wasn't for that and I was using the automatic transmission, then I would have kept with like a Koyo, Aristo rad support or something like that that's in black already. But I kind of wanted to use, since I'm going manual, I kind of wanted to use the Supra one because again, it's Powerhouse and it matches with like the motor and everything that I'm going for. So that's why I did it. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Getting closer to finishing up. Stay tuned. Peace.